3, 2, 1. Hi,
Hey, we're the Weimers.
I'm Alicia Weimer.
I'm Aaron Weimer, and we're the owners of Get Axed, the newest indoor axe throwing. I went home for my bachelor party. I'm originally from Northeast Ohio. So I went home for my bachelor party, and my brother took all of my friends and my father, who at the time was 79 years old, to an axe throwing bar in Ohio. And we absolutely just had a blast doing it, and everyone was capable of doing it. And I started thinking to myself, I was like, well, when I get back to California, I'm gonna take my wife and my fiance at the time, and we're gonna go to an axe throwing bar. There wasn't one around here. And I was like, that seems insane. Like, there's thousands of them in Ohio. And I thought, well, how are there none in Northern California? So a couple months later, I told my wife, I was like, we're gonna open an axe throwing bar. Yeah, our mission is to provide as much fun as possible for everybody around here, especially in Lincoln. There's not a lot of entertainment out here. We want a place where people can come in, relax, maybe have a drink, watch a game, throw some axes, and just have fun, laugh, and enjoy their time with their friends and family. Especially right now, you know, the whole COVID issues. I think people are ready to get out and start enjoying life again. So that's what we're hoping to provide for them.
Well, we're both very outdoorsy people. We like to do a lot of fun family entertainment options. So I mean, we're big into bowling and mini golf, top golf, things like that. When we moved out to Lincoln a little over a year ago, there really wasn't anything out here, and we really wanted to bring something into Lincoln, but we weren't sure what. We decided to take a slightly different approach with axe throwing. Traditionally, it's you have a target that's painted onto the boards. We decided to use a projection instead, so the target is actually projected onto boards. What that allows us to do is kind of customize people's experience. So if someone wants to throw, a bullseye right in the middle of the board, they're more than welcome to. But for those maybe that aren't as good, that are constantly hitting the corners or maybe not quite in the middle, it's not as fun when the bullseye is right there and you're never making it. So the projections, the way that we have it designed is the bullseye actually moves to different spots, which for me it's great because when we did practice rounds, I make them every now and again. When it moves to the corners, I'm like, yeah, I got a bullseye. So it's exciting for me, and then it's constantly a challenge. We also have different games that we offer. So we have a tic-tac-toe. There's a zombie one, and then there's also the traditional one. And then the company that we partnered with, when they start releasing new games, we'll go ahead and implement them here and just kind of give people a different or something different to experience each time they come to Get Axed.
The next step for us is once we get up and running and really get everything under our feet is we're going to open it up to leagues, which we're really excited about. I think that provides a little bit extra competition for those who might be a little bit more serious. We might have ones that are, a mixed league, ones that are just men, ones that are just women. We've actually talked with one of the owners of the other axe throwing bar, and we're hoping to try and partner up and try and integrate our leagues with their leagues. Kind of go heads to heads, who impact axe versus Get Axed, and just have a lot more fun, and hopefully maybe even they had mentioned about police departments. Their police department really wants to have a league together. I think it would be amazing to have Lincoln's police department against Rockland's police department, and just things like that. I think there's an endless amount of potential to it, but also an endless amount of fun for it. So Monday through Friday from 4 to 7 p.m. we are offering a happy hour. We'll have discounted lane throwing rates, and then we'll also have discounted drinks as well. We do want to do, classes, maybe if someone's looking to try and learn to throw an axe a little bit better, help them out with that. Every Sunday we want to try and do like a decades for music. So, one Sunday we're playing only 50s music, the next Sunday 60s, the next Sunday 70s, and hopefully that kind of brings everyone together from different time periods and kind of gets everyone enjoying, something a little bit different that maybe they just never would have experienced before.
We are going to have craft and domestic beers. We have like flavored the icy drinks, the waters or the kind of the sodas. We'll have water, and then as far as snacks, we'll have like chips and candy bars, that sort of thing. But we absolutely welcome anyone to bring in their own food. So if one day you're feeling Chipotle or pizza or whatever it is, bring it on in, and we'd be happy to provide with whatever drink options or maybe additional snacks that people want, but at least it gives everyone the opportunity to enjoy the type of food that they like.
I think for us, we're here for the long term for Lincoln. We really love Lincoln and we want to keep providing this kind of entertainment for Lincoln, but I think there's definitely room to grow. We would like to expand this into something a little bit bigger, maybe axe throwing with cornhole and bocce courts and shuffle boards, and really try and do maybe more of a competitive adult type Dave & Buster's, something that kind of just has you out there experiencing all the games that everyone likes to play at home anyways, but come in and do it with your neighbors and maybe a stranger and make some new friends. So
get people off the electronics. I mean, everyone's, especially right now, there's a lot of people sitting at home, they're, and watching TV, or they're just on their phones. Get people off of that and just kind of go back to the basics where you're spending time with your friends and family and face to face and interacting more and bringing the whole community together. That's kind of what we want to provide.
We were going back and forth between this space and another space, and as much as we like to think we know how things should lay out, we had absolutely no idea which space would be better and why it would be better. So your guys' ability to go in and measure every last little thing.
Tell us what bathrooms were ADA compliant and which weren't.
Put it into drawing and allow us to actually see how they could be laid out. Was actually perfect for us because it allowed us to pick the right place.
And it really helped too because, we don't have an endless budget, so it allowed us to really see where our money could go the furthest with what space. Because I think, had we gone with another property, this project may have never even happened, because at the end of the day, when you're out of money, you're out of money. So I think was very, very beneficial to us. We wanted to have really that open feel to where we can see everybody, really help anybody out if they're struggling, and just make sure that everyone has a great time. So the way our layout is, I think it's the most fitting for this space. And then, it came down to kind of like the details of, okay, well, what color schemes and things like that. And that's not our strong suit because, we're both very, we're not creative whatsoever. So we really had to rely on a lot of people to kind of help, paint this vision for us. And I don't really see it unless it's drawn out for me. So I struggled a little bit more than Aaron did, but I think it came together great.
You guys' work has been amazing. I know we're not the easiest people to work with all of our questions and changes and everything else. So we really appreciate you being so understanding and so helpful, especially since this is our first business.
We had a lot of questions.
Never been through anything like this. When we first started this a year ago, we didn't even know we needed an architect. So that was like the shock to us right off the bat. We were like, well, what do they even do? We don't know. So it's been amazing working with you guys. It's been, really a great experience for us, and we'd absolutely do it again.